Alright, so we've pulled over, actually on my way home, because I was doing some research today, just in general places around my home, and discovered that I forgot a pretty important person is memorialized not that far away from my house. Actually, shoot, the town I live in is historic, so I was like excited to learn all about the history today, which I will share with you at a later date, maybe tomorrow. We'll have to see. But I wanted to take a trip to visit this person. I have not been up to her grave site or her memorial in, gosh, I don't know how long. A long time. Yeah. And it was still a 2-lane road then. Now it's a 4-lane road is built around the 2-lane road. So basically the person I'm talking about, her name in English was Nancy Ward. And in Cherokee, and I'm gonna mispronounce it, her name was Nanyehi. Nanyehi, and it means one who goes about. I'll actually post the link to her wiki page in the description of the vlog, but I just want to read briefly about her before we get there. She was born around 1738 in what is now Monroe County, Tennessee. Once upon a time, I think you pronounce it Chota, C-H-O-T-A. Was located there, and it was sort of like the seat of the Cherokee Nation, and she was born there, and she passed away in either 1822 or 1824, literally less than 4 miles away from where I'm parked right now in my car. Let's see, she was married twice, she had 3 children, and do you remember in my vlog to North Carolina when we stopped at the Nanyehi Gorge and we saw that sign about the writer who came and he was met by an Indian chief, Kula, I believe is his name? Guess what? That Indian chief was Nancy Ward's uncle. Her mother was his sister. And her mother was part of the wolf pack. Woohoo! So she was a beloved woman of the Cherokee, which means that she was allowed to sit in councils with other chiefs and other beloved women and make decisions. So she had a voice, which, you know, girl power. Whoop, whoop. She believed in peaceful coexistence with the then European Americans, because this was obviously pre-Revolutionary War. But through her dealings and through her teachings and through actually saving a woman's life, she also learned how to loom and be a dairy farmer, which she passed on to the Cherokee Nation. That was a pretty big deal. Let's see. Oh, her father was a member of the Delaware tribe, in case I forgot to say that. I have this whole Wikipedia thing printed out, and I highlighted a bunch of stuff. See, let me show you her picture on Wiki. I kind of posted a teaser today of a portrait that was painted of her in color, but this is the Wiki picture. Can you see it? Whoa! So it's kind of a drawing of her, and basically she spent the majority of her life being an intermediary between the Cherokee Nation and the quote-unquote white settlers, Americans, whatever you want to call them, new people. And she really, I mean, she fought in battles. She helped, you know, to try to, you know, preserve peace. I know that kind of sounds funny, but they were against other clans, other nations. But let's see, there's so much history. But she was very outspoken, very all about peace, and She learned the art of diplomacy from her uncle, that chief, Atakakula. I just like saying that. And I probably am messing it all up because I really want to learn Cherokee, but I'm probably messing it all up. I'm sorry. But anyway, she lived to be pretty close to 100 years old, and passed away not that far away from here. And the memorial that we're going to go visit was actually placed in 1923 by the Nancy Ward chapter of the Daughters of the American Revolution, which is based in Chattanooga. Let's see. She actually wrote to the President of the United States asking for help in various ways to help integrate the Cherokee people into their new environment. And shortly after she passed away is when President Andrew Jackson initialized the forced relocation of the Cherokees west to Mississippi, which was over 800 miles, and that is actually called the Trail of Tears, which eventually we will actually learn more about and explore a little bit, only not to remember the horribleness of it. Well, in a way, I guess we should remember that, but also to learn about it, because unfortunately I am very unaware about that history, and it is actually part of my heritage. So anyway, let's go and visit Miss Nancy. I kind of like that idea. I haven't been up there in such a long time. So here we go. I think we're getting close to the turnoff, so I just wanted to film a little bit. So this is the big 4-lane road that I told you about, actually Highway 411. We just passed my house like 2 seconds ago. And we're headed down the road. Here we go. I see the sign. Thought we were getting pretty close. Nancy Ward grave. We are going this way. This is actually the old road. This is the road that we would take when we turned off in Ocoee to get from Ocoee to Benton. No, Benton is not a booming metropolis, but hey, there's one traffic light, so that's all that matters. One traffic light, 2 banks, $2 stores. You know, we got it all. Except Walmart. You know, I'm really hoping one day they'll put a Walmart in there, but you never know. Anyway, I haven't been down this road in forever either. Wow, this is creepy. Oh, it's up there, right on top of that hill. That's where we're going. Nancy Ward grave, day use only. We're here. So I just wanted to come back down to the entrance and get this sign, because it basically gives a very short overview of everything I've pretty much told you already. But you know how much I love signs. Signs are my gig, man. Alright, let's see. Here we go. High Priestess of the Cherokees, an always loyal friend of white settlers. She is buried on the ridge to the west. Oh, over there. She repeatedly prevented massacres of white settlers and several times rescued captives from death at the hands of her people. She is also credited with the introduction of milk cows and many improvements in homemaking into the Cherokee economy. There is also, I don't know if you can see it. Let me see if I can zoom. A boat access area down that happy little road, which is total awesome sauce. But right now, we are going to walk up the hill. Another sign. Let me move my finger out of the way. That would help. Step up here, see if we can get it in focus. Oh, so this sketch, 1832 to 1839. Wow. Okay, guys, let's go up the hill. Before I came here, I tried to see if there was something a little bit more traditional that I should bring to honor at her grave. But to be honest with you, I couldn't really find anything. So I hope what I brought is appropriate. I felt like it would be. Wow. This is really cool. Seems somehow different from the last time I was here. Ooh, another sign. Cherokee Heritage Trails. Wow. We are right here. Can you see that? That's where we are. Wow. When we were over in the mountains the other day, we were about, let's see, somewhere in here, I think. Here's Asheville. So maybe we were up higher, over here. But here's Asheville. So, cool. Just some places. Some of these places are actually on my list of places I want to vlog. So we might actually get to see some of this stuff. Wow. It's really pretty up here. I don't remember it. Oh, look at these pretty flowers. Squirrel. ADD moment. Hey, but they're pretty. Oh. Should have brought a ribbon to tie. Didn't think about that. Shoot. Let's see. Here we are, guys. I don't know what they're building over there, but I once asked my grandmother why the dirt here is orange. I was like, really, Gran, why is it orange? And she, off the top of her head, said that it was all the blood from all the Confederate soldiers that passed away. Hey, who's to say whether she's wrong or right? Of course, my grandfather teases me now that's because, Rocky Top. All them Tennessee volunteers. But that's just because I'm a Kentucky Wildcat. He has to say that. It's a requirement. All right. We are here. Wow. Yep, we're going up there, folks. There's no sign that tells me I can't. Even if there was, I would be like, going anyway. Wow. Ah, stones. I write about the stones. That is actually a Cherokee tradition. Wow. Some people have tied ribbons. Man, I should have done that. You see that? Tradition. Done in memory. Made it all the way around. 5 killer, her son, Private shoot, hard to read. Private Morgan, Cherokee Indians War of 18. It looks like either 19 or 1812. I want to say 12. Longfellow, I believe, and I'll have to double check, but I believe that was her son or her husband. I don't know. I'm going to have to check. I don't remember. Again, I'm going to post the wiki link so you can read about her. In memory of Nancy Ward, princess and prophetess of the Cherokee Nation, the Pocahontas of Tennessee, the constant friend of the American pioneer, born 1738, died 1822, erected by the Nancy Ward chapter, Daughters of the American Revolution, in 1923. Wow. I can't actually get in there. It looks like people have left stones and corn. There's a small pumpkin over there. Well, maybe it's wrong, but for a peacekeeper, there's nothing wrong with a little peace. Original pioneer peace building. Sure, eventually that'll get blown away, so I'm gonna lay it down. But there we go. It's pretty amazing, huh? Just to give you kind of a lay of the land and how beautiful it is up here. See those cars way over there? Right there? That's the 4-lane highway that we were on. So that should give you a little perspective. It's very beautiful. Well, guys, I'm going to actually sign off from here, because literally my house is not that far away. But I do hope you enjoyed this history. I think why history fascinates me so much is because I realize it's important to remember everyone who came before us. And since we're all about, the National Day for Women, and we're all about girl power, I really felt like this wonderful lady would fit into that category, right in there with us, fighting in the trenches. So, or trying to make peace. I'm not sure which one she would be doing, but she'd still fit in here with us. But I hope you enjoyed the history, and do click on the wiki link. I'll post it in the description. So, and read more about this lady, because she was absolutely fascinating. I learned so much about her today, and I'm very, very blessed to be able to share her monument with you. And thank you for joining me today. You know, I always say, if you like it, click the like button. If you really like it, click subscribe. Anyway, peace and love, always. Aho.